Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the PopDrop Podcast. Here today, my name is Colin Horton, otherwise known as Jaxby. Here today with
Michael Cohen. How you guys doing? The other host of PopDrop.
And yeah, trust me, I've really wanted to get started on making a podcast for a while now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not fully sure how to properly start a podcast. This is actually the first time I've made a podcast. This is my first time being in one. I'm basically losing my podcast virginity right now. Yeah.
Me too.
Fun fact. When... I don't even know if I really told you this, Michael, but when we were planning out PopDrop, we were struggling to come up with the name. I already had the name PopDrop in mind for a while. The reason why I never pitched it was because I actually wanted to start up a podcast named PopDrop.
Okay.
And then after when we kept struggling with so many ideas, I was just like, how does PopDrop gonna sound for a show? And I guess it actually worked.
Well, it's original, so...
Because now when you look up PopDrop,
there's like these like stupid like bomb there's like these
bomb?
Like literally...
You found bomb stuff related to PopDrop?
I don't know, but like here, I'll show you what I mean when I look up PopDrop. Like literally...
Okay, because what I found is a mini Bluetooth speaker, also called the PopDrop. There was also...
Oh, that's what it meant. And it looked like in the thumbnail, it looks like a bomb.
Yeah, it does look like a bomb. I will give you credit for that. It does look like a bomb. What I also found is, I think you can see it right now, the top result, Drop Pop Candy. All I know is it's a Vocaloid song. And I think sometimes you find a rapper just kind of sitting...
Now we got 87 subscribers.
Yeah.
We just got there.
Dude,
Yay.
I wonder what we should do for 100 subscribers.
I don't know. That's something we gotta think about.
Yeah. So yes, this is the PopDrop Podcast. The whole gist of this whole podcast is this is the podcast where any of the members of PopDrop, occasionally maybe a special guest, could come on, and we could come together, talk about things that could be related to pop culture, nothing political, nothing religious, basically just a podcast that would be mostly focused on good vibes, so you can kind of get away from the negativity of reality, which now I mention it, that's also the main gist of PopDrop as a whole. So this episode is just going to be me and Michael. I have been in touch with future guests who want to be on PopDrop. When it comes to our list of guests, we have Justin, otherwise known as Watermelon Sniper, and one of the creators of a channel similar to PopDrop, known as Tier 2, and my friend Finn, otherwise known as Finbin. I've known Finn since he started off as Lily875, and attempted to do YouTube here and there.
Wait, what was his name?
The former name was Lily875.
Lily?
Yeah. Lily likes to go by the male pronouns. So if that sounded a bit off to you, yeah, sorry I didn't mention anything like that earlier if I confused you.
No,
but yeah,
fine.
Finn is great. Same for you, Justin. And so, yeah, so those were the guests that we were talking about. At one point, I did announce on the PopDrop Twitter that I was actually considering my dad to actually come up on the podcast, me and him, to talk about our experiences with audio. Well, his experience with audio, my experience with video, but due to some scheduling errors, we're not sure really when we could schedule him on. So yeah, there's that. But other than having guests, we also want to talk about, on occasion with this podcast, to let people know about updates with the show in general, what we have planned in the future for the show, and maybe to talk about videos that we are planning on releasing in the future. Now, regarding that, we do have a video that's going to be coming out on Friday. I don't know the full date, but I don't even know, like, when's right now on our recording date? Today's the 10th, so on the 15th, since that we haven't properly released an episode in a while, this is coming out before the Let's Play recording session we were doing. We're probably just going to be releasing this the same day.
Yeah.
The last fully edited thing that we had done was I just combined all 3 episodes of Shrek Super Party, and I just made that into one video. That's coming out this Friday, on the 15th of 2019 in March. And, I mean, if you want to talk about it, do you want to bring up the Let's Play that we're working on?
Yeah, so first off, it's been a very long time since Colin and I did PopDrop together, just me and him, because number one, we haven't even really been uploading that much on the channel just because, life, we got our own life going on. And also, too, every time when there was a PopDrop episode uploaded on the channel, it would be something that Colin's doing with Billy. And if you guys don't remember, I remember that I said that I'm not going to be on the channel that much because around the time when I said that, I transferred to a different college where I'm able to live on campus, and that would mean that I wouldn't be around as much to do videos. Doesn't mean that I was going to, quit the channel or never make videos again. It's just I wouldn't be able to make as much time as I can. But now that, life is, getting a little bit easier now, and now that Colin and I have a better schedule time to see each other, now you'll see me more on the original channel PopDrop and also occasionally on the podcast. So the Let's Play that we're playing is called Fairly Odd Parents Breaking Dumb Rules, which is this very cringy 2003 video game.
I wouldn't fully call it cringy.
Maybe it's a little cringy.
Maybe because I'm just very nostalgic, so I just see it in a different light.
Yeah, because Fairly Odd Parents is your childhood and you love it.
Mostly the Fairly Odd Parents games is what I liked. And that's what I grew up on. I
can relate to that because I'm like that with the SpongeBob games.
Yes, exactly.
So,
and Battle for Bikini Bottom is coming back. Don't worry, we just got to catch up on the game where we were up to. So we didn't forget about it. We do want to finish that game, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. So yeah, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom will be back after over a year now. And but yeah, just so you know, the one thing I definitely want to put out there is, just because I haven't been on PopDrop for a long time doesn't mean that Colin and I forgot about each other or our friendship changed. No, we're still best friends forever, dude, and we're there for each other, and him and I have been going through, without getting into any information or detail, him and I have just been dealing with a lot of
a lot of crap,
and also too just life in general, just especially because today is March 10th, and 6 days, March 16th, I'm gonna be 20.
It's also Mario Day today.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
did I ever tell you about that?
Yeah, I knew that earlier.
Okay, sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Please stop cutting.
I'm just so eager. I'm sorry. I'm so eager. I've always wanted to start a podcast, and we're finally doing it. You confused me for a second because you almost made it look like you were about to caress my face.
No. But anyway, fuck. What was I even saying before?
We were talking about that today is March 10th, and in 6 days it's your birthday.
So pretty much, it's just life in general. We got our own lives going on. When I went to my new college, I met a girl. Her name is Sarah. I've been with her for almost a year now. I love her with all my heart. Here's a picture of her and I right here.
All right. Just also saying too, I'm sorry to also ruin your moment again. Just also be careful with how many times we're going to be saying, look at the stuff on the screen, because podcasts are mostly audio based. Yeah. So sorry to anyone who's just listening through audio.
Yeah. Okay, well then, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a picture.
Yes, the YouTube version, everyone will be able to see it.
Okay. And also, too, if you look at some PopDrop videos, I may occasionally talk about Sarah, and Colin may pop a picture of her up there with me. Something like that, we'll see. But the point is, it's just, with my life, me going to my different college, and, I got my girlfriend, Colin's got his life, with
and
his...
my lack of a girlfriend.
Okay, I'm sorry. You'll find one. You'll find one.
Listen, I was only just doing it to be comical. Don't worry.
Okay. Sometimes I don't know when you're comical or not. That's the thing.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if I confused you.
Yeah, but just in general, dude, the point is, to get to the main part now, now that Colin and I know, what this life is like now and how to deal with it and, make more time, for what we love to do, and that's, film, edit, being comedic, and, doing fun stuff like this, It's something that him and I never forgot about, and I'm just glad that Billy was around for me to take my place for a while, while I was dealing with my own life.
I know it's mostly me and you. I did intend to, for this channel, to also at some point have a bit more people involved, but we're still going to be on the top of the chart, just saying.
Yeah.
On the top of the okay, hold on. I don't want to sound narcissistic. I didn't mean top of the chart in like subscribers. I meant top of the chart more like in a ranking system on this channel. And if anyone else is on the below ranking system, we're not saying they're inferior. We're just saying what position they have. But yeah, I mean, I do like it how it's like me and you. And I think it is nice when we have other people involved on the channel.
Yeah, but I think mainly since you and I have thought about this channel since we were like in high school, I think now that everything that's been going on and now that we're finally back together, like with making PopDrop,
yeah,
it should mainly just be the two of us. And then when we get Billy around, he'll come around again. And then also too, when we have guests, we'll have guests. But just for now, it should just be like the old days again.
I would love to see a battle episode between you and Billy.
Yeah, I would.
Because there has to be an episode where I'm not in it at some point.
I know. That's something we'll definitely plan out like later in the future. But all I know is like, I don't know. So what should we talk about now?
I mean, what should we talk about? Let me think.
Because I think like every time for a podcast, you have to come up with a main subject you guys are going to talk about.
Yeah, but I mean, this is more of like the pilot episode. Okay, this one can be okay if it's shorter.
So as I mentioned before, in 10 days, this is being recorded right now on March 10th.
And
6 days. March 16th, it's my 20th birthday.
And this episode will be out on March 11th.
Yeah, and this guy next to me says he has something for my birthday.
Oh, okay. I like how I could tell throughout when you were talking, you were also really trying to make it lean for your birthday because you knew I was also going to film you receiving your gifts.
Yeah, but not that, but also too, like you said, like for the first one, it should mainly focus on my birthday, and I'm like, okay,
because
fine.
It's the pilot episode and it's your birthday episode. They just happened to land at the right time. That was why I decided to make it a 2-in-1. Also because when I was talking with the other people being involved with the PopDrop Podcast, at first I wasn't sure if it was going to be me and you, me and Billy. I didn't want it to be just me. And so at first I thought it was going to be me and Billy, but then because of certain circumstances, it had to change. But I originally planned for this episode to be the pilot episode, the next episode to be with Justin, Watermelon Sniper, and the third episode to be with Finbin. And I mean, it's okay if we pre-record episodes after that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like I said, we want to mostly focus on certain conversations, and maybe it might be better to also do conversations that aren't current events, because then if an episode comes out late and we need to pre-record episodes of the podcast, if we haven't done an episode in a while, then it'll at least give more time between episodes, so at least if we're on a hiatus in the future, a hiatus won't be as long, and that the wait will actually feel a bit more worth it when we squeeze more episodes of the podcast for filling time. And I mean, listen, we've wanted to do the podcast for a while, and I'm actually really glad that Michael was willing to also help with the podcast. Because honestly, if he wasn't in the podcast, I could never imagine hosting a podcast on my own. Now, I could tell you seem a bit eager, so I am about to start my phone. All right? And hold on, why is my camera zoomed? All right, hold on. Ready? Rolling in 3, 2, 1... Wait, are we filming? Yes, we're filming. All right. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Colin.
Don't mind that my room is a dump right now. That's not important.
I don't care.
So I'm going to tell you where I hid your gift, okay?
Sure.
Go up to my dresser, and I'll give you the next instruction.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Center drawer on the right. Yes. Center. Yep. No. Underneath. The one in the center bottom. There you go. That's it. No. Up one. There you go. Look at the hat.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
It's a Pizza Planet hat from Toy Story.
You said Toy Story was your favorite Pixar film, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Oh, my God.
And that's it. That's all I got you. Nothing else. I totally don't have anything else.
No, I love this, dude. This is sick. It goes good with my hoodie, too, right now.
You know what? That's actually... I was not expecting that. Yeah, we got you a new hat. What do you think?
I love it. You know, want to hear something funny? Like, literally one time I was, like, walking around, like, the mall near us, and, No, not the mall near us. What the fuck am I talking about? I was at Disney World, and I saw people wearing Pizza Planet hats and a Pizza Planet shirt, and I'm like, where can I get that? And they're like, oh, we ordered it on Target. I'm like, you don't sell them in the park? Well, now I got one.
Yeah, now you got a Pizza Planet hat.
Oh, my God.
You know,
and also, too, one thing you guys gotta know, I am insanely obsessed with pizza.
Yeah, that's exactly why I bought you the hat, because you always say you love Toy Story and that you always love pizza. By the way, there's still another gift, but before we get to that, when you might want to step over here a
Wait,
bit.
I
The
think
lights.
you didn't get me anything else.
No, I was making a joke
Oh.
where it's like, no, I'm not being suspicious at all, kind of thing. But when I got you that hat too, my mom was a bit. My mom was a bit nervous. Where she's like, what if he's not going to get it? What if he's going to forget? Maybe like, what if the hat stands out too much with the clothes he's wearing? And I'm like, no one's going to care. It's going to be fine. And no, I'm not roasting you, Mom. I'm not doing that at
I
all.
want to see how I look, right? Oh, yeah.
All right. So this gift that I'm going to tell you right now, okay? This is a gift that I planned out, but me, Mom, and my stepdad were involved with paying for this, okay? Go back to my dresser, go to the center drawer next to the one that you just opened.
Oh my god. Is this it?
Yeah, I mean, just be careful. All right, if you like, here, move your chair back if you want to sit down and open it so we can get a full shot of you. Before you open it, I think this is something that may help you in the future, or maybe something to do more as a hobby.
Okay.
I just thought you would really like it. I'm also not the best at wrapping. You know what that is?
Is this you bought me a microphone?
It's the microphone that we always use on the show. And you lucky son of a bitch. I wanted it in that color for the longest time, and when I kept looking at Best Buy, they never had it that color. But of course, when I went to buy it for you, they had it in the color I wanted.
Oh my god. Wow. Dude, that's awesome. Yo, come here, dude. Come on.
Yeah, hug it out.
Wow, thanks.
No problem.
Oh my god, I did not expect that.
Oh, wait, what do you think?
I love it, dude. I can't.
Here, you want to pose with the microphone? There you go. Well, it's a lot darker than I expect on the camera, but it's a Blue Yeti in midnight blue color.
Man, that's sick.
Listen, what do you think?
I love it. I gotta get my computer fixed soon, and I want to start doing like helping out with PopDrop, and also too maybe doing some film there, and also too, one thing I want to announce also on this podcast, since we're still recording this, is I'm also going to try to do a podcast myself, guys. It's involved with PopDrop, but it's like my own thing on the channel.
Well, here, the video is about to end on my phone, so we might have to get adjusted back to the podcast setting, so you might have to bring your chair back close to the microphone.
Sure.
All right. Who's barking now?
Who's barking? It's my mom.
Okay. She can wait.
Yep.
Hi, Eileen.
Hey, Ma. Oh, whoops.
It's okay. Yeah, I forgot the rug back underneath us. So yeah, I also wanted to give you that mic too, so that you could also finally properly announce your idea for also what you want to do for PopDrop.
So, for PopDrop, now, PopDrop is a gaming channel. Now, most people think, oh, like, video games. When gaming, really, it could be related to other things than video games as well. So, this might have been mentioned like in a couple episodes back in the beginning of when we started. I think I mainly said this in our PopDrop battle, the one that I won, and it was Mario Superstar Baseball. So
you know what? I didn't think of that.
I said that I am a big sports person. Now, I love sports. Mainly, my number one favorite sport is football. Not really college football, but NFL. Now, hopefully I don't get, hate for this, even though I may, but I am a die-hard New England Patriots fan. I've been a fan since I was 5 years old. Every summer in July for a week, I go to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and we've been family close. We're like close family, like we're close friends with people who are like family friends. And they're from, the Boston area, so, they love the Red Sox, the Celtics, and the Patriots. So they got me into the Patriots, and I've been a fan for 15 years all my life. So I have a podcast that it's not at work yet, but now that I've got this awesome microphone, now I may actually have a better start now because now I got one thing done.
Listen, you're much farther ahead than when I started.
I got the microphone, and now I got to work on getting a new computer system because all I have is a laptop, but I need like a computer, so that's something I gotta figure out. So I have a podcast called The Sideline, which is going to be a podcast show where I have a friend. I have a friend, his name is Joey, and he may most likely be the co-host on the show, but he's been busy lately and I haven't been talking that much lately. So either he might be the co-host with me or I'll just do this on my own and have a guest star on who is a football fan. And pretty much I would do this every Sunday and talk about, mainly I would focus on my team, the Patriots, but then I would talk about important things that happen in other football games. So The Sideline is going to be a football podcast, show. So we'll definitely keep you updated on that more in the future.
And I didn't realize that you thought I thought of giving you the opportunity for the Sideline podcast because of the Mario baseball game. I didn't know I didn't know that that's what you thought where I got the idea from.
Yeah,
I could tell you.
It's that, but also too just in general.
Because that's not where it came from. That's what I was trying to say. Because I think you're going to remember this vividly. Was it 2017 when you were angry that the Patriots lost the Super Bowl?
What year?
2017?
No, it was 2018.
2018. Okay, yeah, because I remembered
2017 the Patriots beat the Falcons, and actually I will talk about this in my podcast. I actually went to that Super Bowl.
Yes.
It was around that time, 2017, Colin and I were graduating high school. So it was a graduation present from my dad. He took me to Houston and took me to the Super Bowl. And it was the one between the Patriots and the Falcons, the greatest comeback Super Bowl in history. 2018 is the one I hate because they lost to the Eagles.
Okay, because I remember vividly when you were on the phone with me, you were like passionately angry. And that, not surprised because I know how serious you take football. You were just like passionately angry that the Patriots had lost and that, just like so much stuff to say about it. And I think either like a week or two later, we were having a phone call and we were talking about some ideas that we wanted to do for PopDrop. And one of those ideas was like, Colin, I really want to make a theory video on PopDrop about how the Patriots could have won the Super Bowl. My response was, I didn't fully felt like it would have fit on the channel, not just because of really the sports idea, but it was just more like with PopDrop, even though I want more people involved, I have a rule for PopDrop where it's like, there will be no single person commentary for PopDrop, unless if maybe they're providing an update. So I was just kind of like, well, it's just me and Michael Michael's going to be the only one really commentating in the video. And so I was telling him, well, if you want me to work on this video with you, I'll be more than willing to work on the video with you, maybe if you want to put it on your own channel. And after a while, months down the road, it just randomly hit me that when I was trying to work on this podcast, that since at PopDrop, I wanted to almost kind of be like a network as well, where it's like other people getting involved. Why not make another podcast so that we can at least maybe appeal to a different demographic where it's still focusing on the gaming concept, but it's not video games. So I told Michael over the phone, I have this idea for you for a podcast. I have an idea for the name. I can easily work on the graphics. I can easily edit the video. And I could basically provide all this stuff and don't feel like you have to limit yourself to football. If you want to talk about other sports, you could do it, but it's your podcast. I'm basically giving you a chance to greenlight this. And as soon as I told that to you, you were just like, nah, you know what? I just want it to be football. I want to do it with my friend. And I was willing for, even if your friend wanted to, if he wanted to be a member of PopDrop, I'm saying that's A-okay in my book.
It's just the funny thing is my friend Joey, the guy who I may have as my co-host, he is nothing like us in a way. Like, let's just say this now. He's a Patriots fan too, so that's the other reason why I want him on the show because, I want to be one of those shows like we're like from like the same basis. But he is not the type who's like really into like editing or filming. He's a complete different opposite of our like of what we like and major in. He majors in fire science. So it's like
Fire science.
Yeah.
That's an actual major.
Yeah.
Is he trying to be a firefighter?
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense. I've never heard it called fire science.
That's what it's called. Like I think that's what it's called in my college. Also, too, I think it's what it's called in your college as well. I could be wrong though.
I mean, I have a friend that's a firefighter, but I haven't seen him in years. But I don't remember him saying that he was taking a course called fire science.
It's not a course. It's a major.
Then okay, well, still. I never heard of such a thing. Cause all I know is my friend got training from actual firefighters.
Right.
But maybe he took some kind of major. I don't know. It's been years since I seen him. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Robbie. Even though I doubt, you're listening to this.
So pretty much, like he has no experience like in like film editing or stuff like that like we are. So pretty much when I do the sideline, it's like pretty much I will be like doing all the editing, but like if I needed somebody to help me, I would go to you, of course.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus like on the podcast, but I still can't get. Now, I love the hat. That's cool, but I did not expect you to get me this. Like, I didn't. Here's the thing. Not just Colin, but also like a lot of other people are telling me I can't wait to give you something for your birthday. And the thing is, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it is. Of course, it's called a surprise. But the thing is, I just feel bad because, dude, you got me a microphone.
At least you know you're going to get good audio.
That, and I owe you big time, dude.
Well, listen, I'm just going to say this.
I gotta get a job soon.
I felt like I owed you something because I'll say this. Around Halloween, when your aunt did that, Halloween family party, when, you guys always tag my mom and I every year, you guys gave me a late birthday present, and it was a big check. And
yeah.
I felt like I had to, I'm not going to say the amount because I feel like that would be a bit too, reckless of me if I just say the price. So I felt like I owed you something big in return. And I knew you wanted to get into this, so I was nervous thinking, are you just going to like it? Are you going to love it? Or are you going to pretend to like it? So I got nervous all the time. I am really glad of this reaction. And I'm pretty sure, once when the podcast is up, my mom's going to want an instant link to this.
Dude, the hat, this is cool. This is probably going to be my annual wearing hat now. Because I like to wear... Now, of course, I love to, style my hair because I'm a hair freak.
Yes.
But also, too, when my hair gets long like it is a little, right now, it's poofy, I like to put on hats to flatten it.
You try having curly hair.
And this hat is, sick. But, dude, you got me a microphone. It's the exact same... Look, I'm putting it, right here. Not too close. But, it's literally the exact same microphone, except it's midnight blue.
No one can see, but, yes, if you have a Blue Yeti, I have the default one, the silver color. When I went to buy a new Blue Yeti, I was looking for the one that Michael wanted. Well, not wanted, but still. I was looking for the one that I got for Michael. And every time I would try to find that one, they were always sold out. And then, lo and behold, when I went to go out to get that microphone, they had it.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Yes.
I remember you posted a while ago on your Instagram of a picture of a new Yeti you got.
Yes.
Is that the one you got me, or was that the one that you
That was this one. That was the one that's currently attached.
Because I didn't know, if you took a picture of mine, or if you took one of yours.
Listen, I would never do that.
Because I was going to say, I was like, wait, I remember you posted, I was like, was it a sneak peek of my birthday present?
Trust me, it wasn't. If you see the picture, if you compare the picture of that box and the box I put on Instagram, they are different designs, in opposite colors.
I can't wait. Dude, I gotta get... Dude, thank God. Also, too, while we're filming this, Colin and I are also home for spring break. So we're home for a whole week. Dude, when I get home tomorrow, because I'm staying at your place tonight, dude, I gotta set this up. And my dad will be home talking Dad,
the cord.
I got this microphone. I gotta set this up.
Listen, one thing that feels so weird with a Blue Yeti microphone, the cord it comes with, the one that goes up here, it's so long.
Oh, man.
I don't even know how long to really say it is. It's it's right here. I'm demonstrating it with my cord. It's all around. It's just this huge fucking cord. And I mean, and if anyone's listening thinking oh, Colin, I knew that you had a Blue Yeti for a long time. Whatever happened to your old one? The old one still works. All right. I just wanted to buy a second one because I wanted to practice a bit more with audio and maybe work on with an audio mixer so I could try to learn how to work with 2 microphones. And at the current moment, well, you know what? I actually can't say at current moment without saying personal detail. But still, I had to buy a new Blue Yeti if I wanted to achieve that. I think that's the best way to shorten it without me almost slipping some personal issue I'm going through at the moment. But yeah, this is oh my god, this is a really nice way to begin or start off the podcast. Oh my god, this is quite fascinating. Oh, you're taking pictures of your hat, I see.
I'm sending it to my friend because he literally sent me a snap. It's my buddy Chip, you know him?
Yeah.
He sent me a picture of pizza, and I'm literally about to send him this saying, "You like my new hat?" Because of perfect timing.
No, you could have said, I delivered it.
Ah, I just sent it. Oh my god.
Oh, that would have been awesome if you said, I sent it, or I made it.
That would have been a great idea.
Oh my god. I love this. I'm honestly loving this. Our first podcast experience seems to be going pretty well.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just stay relaxed, have something to talk about, and just have a great time.
Yeah.
So, oh man, this hat though, I can't get over.
I'm really glad you like it.
I love it.
Listen, I also bought the hat I'm wearing too. I also bought it while I was buying your hat.
Oh my god, dude, this is so sick. Also, too, you know what's one other thing that... Also, too, I think my mom also hints something that I might be getting for my birthday, too.
Really? What is it?
I think she's getting me a PS4.
Really?
Because I told her for a while that I want one because, honestly, not to trigger anybody who's watching, but my own opinion, I have an Xbox One. Fucking sucks. I'm going to PS4 now. I'm not kidding. It sucks.
Wait, hold on.
Or my friend Snapchat me back. Let's see what he says. Is that from Toy Story?
Yes. You know something? I was almost about to think to end this episode of the podcast, but I actually want to talk now. Maybe we could have this other part of the podcast now talk about consoles. Because you know why? Because I had an issue with my Xbox, and maybe we could talk about our issues with the Xbox to see what we experienced. By the way, too, whenever we really play games through the computer, we do use an Xbox controller. So I have nothing wrong with Xbox. Personally, I just had a bad experience with it with my own Xbox, and I had no idea Michael had an issue with his.
You know what's one thing I'm going to do?
What?
So as I mentioned, guys, earlier that I have a girlfriend named Sarah, the biggest thing her and I have in common, we're pizza-holics. So I'm not going to tell her about the hat. I'm supposed to see her Wednesday the 13th. I'm supposed to go to her house to help her out like with her grandma because she moved in like to a different home.
Okay.
I got to help her move in and stuff.
Well, that's nice of you.
I'm not going to tell her about the hat or anything.
Just
I was
show
thinking
up with
about
it?
posting it. I'm just going to show up with it, and I'm going to try. And I'm going to try to film it. If not, I'm going to tell you her reaction when she sees it. I'm going to be like, hey, and she's probably going to look at me and be like, where'd you get that hat? I want it. Because also, too, I have one of those, if you guys are like sports fans, I also have a Patriots hat with the old logo on it where it shows a lineman, like in position to play football. Before, the logo that we have today, she would constantly take my hat from me. When she sees this, she's going to probably try to rip it off my head every time.
Well, if you like, you want me to tell you where we got the hat?
It didn't say on the tag, it said Spencer's.
Yeah, we got it at Spencer's.
Yeah, Spencer's is a great store.
By the way, actually, before we also talk about what I wanted to bring up with the Xbox, did I ever tell you the time I once tried to apply for a job at Spencer's?
What?
But I didn't realize how extreme of a store they were. And I mean, for those of you who don't know what a Spencer's is, you guys are probably going to learn what it is. But
Let's
basically,
just say this.
hold on, because I think the twist to this story I think should be the punchline. All right?
Yeah.
Because I had a time when I was being pressured to find a job, and I mean, just things were a mess. But I did try. I went job hunting, and one of the places I tried looking into was Spencer's because it made me think of Hot Topic. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I kind of like some of the stuff they had at Spencer's, even though I never fully looked around to Spencer's at the time. And so my Billy and I, and keep in mind right now, Billy is 15 going on 16 pretty soon. I was like going through different jobs at this mall by where my dad lives.
Wait, dude.
And what?
This might be crazy to say, and yes, I'll say it to make it funny, but I'm serious. I had this shit really bad.
You had a shit real bad.
Yeah.
All
I've
right,
been
fine.
holding it for a while. Why
Fine.
have I been walking around? So you can tell the story still, but I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, I'll wait for your reaction. I'll just wait till you come back.
All right, so I guess you can pause it and talk about something else.
I wonder if there is a. I don't think there is a pause button. All right, I don't think there's a pause button, so I'm just gonna have to wait till Michael finishes taking a shit. I was not expecting him to. I saw him hopping around. I had absolutely no idea that was actually him, like, having to take a shit. I just thought he got so eager hearing the story. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of trying to get a pen just so I can at least write down a sheet of paper so I don't forget what I'm talking about.
I just got your text.
Okay, good. Yeah, because we can't really do the podcast for too long for today. Okay, so we're continuing. I'm having a brain fart. Fuck.
So what have you been talking about?
Well, listen, I kind of just referred to not even realizing that you were just dancing around having to poop. I honestly just waited for you because I wanted to share the rest of the story with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, back to the Spencer's story. So, I already described being at a Spencer's, almost like a hot topic. It was at a mall nearby where my dad lived, and my brother was with me when I went out job hunting. So we're in front of the Spencer's, and I'm telling Billy, like, okay, so I'm just going to go in here to apply for a job. And I walk in, and I notice that Billy was still standing in front of the store. I'm like, what are you doing? Come on in. Like, why are you just standing there? And he's just like, I'd rather not go in. And I'm like, okay. I thought it was the weirdest thing until the end. But I'm just thinking, like, okay, maybe because of the fact that it's compared to a Hot Topic, he didn't want to go in. Which, spoiler alert, Hot Topic and Spencer's, when you get to a certain point in Spencer's, you're going to realize that they're not the same.
No, absolutely not.
So I end up going in, and I'm talking to the people at, like, the cash register, and I'm just like, hey, are you guys hiring? And they said that at the moment they currently aren't hiring, but if I wanted to apply for a job, I would have to go online and do the application services, and that was how I was supposed to apply. And so I'm just like, okay.
So Billy knew.
I didn't know.
Billy knew before you that not only is Spencer's...
Hold on. We're not up to there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I end up... But it's like, as I walk away, I fucking see, like, sex toys and dildos and lingerie. And the worst part is, when I walk out of there, I am back in the hallway of the mall, and I look into the Spencer's. You could see the dildos just by walking, like, just by looking your head. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, that is what Billy saw. And also, oh my god, I thought Billy thought I wanted to work for a sex toy store.
So it's funny how Billy knew that Spencer's is not just, like, kind of like a Hot Topic store. It's also a sex store before you. That's so funny.
He's in high school, so he probably would have already heard his friends make jokes about that kind of stuff.
I have a funny story to tell you about Spencer's.
Okay, I never heard you say a Spencer's story before, so I think this is gonna have to be good.
Okay, you remember our friend Nick, right?
Here, I don't remember which Nick. If you have to feel like you have to say the last... Okay, yes, I know exactly. No, not even exactly. I know vividly what you were referring to. Hi, Nick.
So, one thing we want to let you know about our friend Nick, he's very sensitive to life. And also, too, he gets freaked out easily. So, one day, I decided, he never heard of Spencer's, so I decided to take him in so he can see all the sex toys. So
You're awful. You are fucking awful.
What happened was, I go, hey, Nick, check out these cool shirts. He goes, wow, Scarface. And they had, like, so Spencer's, sells, like, so, like, as Colin got me this awesome Pizza Planet hat.
It's like...
They sell, like, the good shit from, like, the early 2000s to, like, the 90s and 80s.
They do have some good merchandise.
They do, if you're not in the sex part.
This hat I bought it from Spencer's when I went to buy your hat. It's a Kingdom Hearts hat, and the hat for the crown is made from real metal.
Yeah, so literally, I take Nick in there, and I go, hey, Nick, why don't we check this out? And the first thing that Nick sees is a rainbow lollipop, is a rainbow cock lollipop.
Oh!
And literally, he goes, what's that? And I go, that is a rainbow lollipop. I go, here, you want to taste it? He goes, no!
Did he actually scream no?
Yeah, he goes, no!
That's awful. That is awful.
Oh, man, he was literally, like, fucking... he was so scared, and literally, like, too, I'm like, Nick, come over here, and they had, like, these boob balls there, too, and I go, hey, Nick, touch it. He goes, I don't want to touch it.
It just...
This poor kid, I didn't expect... I was laughing so hard, but I felt bad because I didn't expect him to feel that uncomfortable.
It's funny to me, too, thinking that...
It was so fun. I can understand the dicks and the dildo part, but I didn't think about the boob part, though, because Nick tells me all the time how much he likes titties.
Oh, does he remind you of the story?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So... so, yeah, literally, like, I'm just, like, taking him in there and just, like, you know, showing him where you can buy not just sex toys, but they also sell alcohol merchandises, like, you know, mugs, glasses, shotguns. Hell, they even sell stuff for, like, when you want to smoke pot, you know, dank banks.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised to see that.
They sell all of that.
You know something? It feels weird having that experience at Spencer's.
Yeah. Isn't there a Spencer's at the mall right where we are?
Yeah, that's where I bought your hat.
The one here or the one near your dad?
The one here. But what I was going to say was, it feels kind of weird to me talking about Spencer's when on occasion on Easter, I have cousins coming up from another state, and on occasion my mom would go up to Spencer's and buy the caps that, like, kind of like what I bought for you, as instead of an Easter basket. So it's almost like the basket is the hat. And I mean, the boys, they still love the hats they're wearing. And like, they're, you know, young boys, like, wearing Marvel hats. So it always feels weird when we see that kind of stuff, and then knowing, wow, they're wearing hats from Spencer's, but at the same time, the hats are also very innocent. They just have to be selling them. Okay.
It's just,
so,
honestly, like, since like, Spencer's sells...
I'm just letting you know we have to wrap up.
Yeah, no, I guess what it is, like, since Spencer's is also... Pretty much the first thing you hear is when you hear Spencer's, the first thing... Like,
you might want to come closer to the mic, though, so we can hear you better.
It's like the first thing people think of when you hear Spencer's is dildos, sex toys, sex outfits. Yeah, they even sell sex outfits there, too.
Yes. All right. So, we can't really do this podcast for... We can't really do this podcast for too long today. Maybe next time when we do it, when we have our guest, we'll be much better with this. But since we have a few minutes left, since that PopDrop Podcast is also supposed to share some of the updates for PopDrop, I got to share some updates that I haven't really shared yet. First of all, PopDrop Vault has now been renamed to PopDrop 2 because I kind of figured, and I mean Michael was okay with the name too, I kind of figured that the name PopDrop 2 would be a lot more fitting for a channel that can provide bonus content. We are also working on getting new head caricatures made. I am working with a commission with the artist on Twitter, at Lemoncoon, I think her name is. I'll leave her Twitter handle in the description, and I'll leave it on the screen for now. And also, we do have a bit of negative news, which I haven't really shared it yet to Michael. I keep having complications when it comes to the PopDrop Twitter. I know we had an issue with the handle at RealPopDrop. We went from that to then making another Twitter called @TeamPopDrop, but because of certain circumstances, we lost access to @TeamPopDrop. So to prevent future things like this happening, we can't really make another Twitter. So instead, I think we're just going to have to rely on basically whoever is, like, I don't even know if Michael really likes Twitter, but I will be releasing the updates for the PopDrop anything, really, on my Twitter, and I'll make the announcements through that. So, as much as we would kind of wanted to branch out a bit, that's going to be impossible because of these certain circumstances. But yeah, that's the only bit of bad news we got to share. But to end this off in a more positive light, I think this was a pretty good first episode of the podcast.
At this, even though it's only the first one, I think this is definitely going to be by far my favorite. And it's not just because it's the first one. It's because this is the birthday one for me.
This is the birthday one, and this is the pilot one.
Awesome. I love it.
And honestly, I'm really glad of what we did, because we actually recorded a lot more time than I actually expected for the podcast. Yeah, so this makes it all better.
And I'm sorry that I was literally like moving around so much. It's just I had to shit so bad.
I didn't even realize that was your
literally,
problem.
I was fighting it so hard, but dude, I'm not kidding. I was probably like yo-yoing like a turd.
Yo-yoing a turd.
Yeah, like I had to like. You get it.
We probably made someone driving their vehicle right now just like dry heave.
Probably.
Okay. Okay. So next up for our next episode of the podcast, we got to see about Justin Watermelon Sniper being a guest on the podcast, and he's also going to be the very first guest we also had on like basic pop drop history.
Yep.
And yeah, so. Yo, shout out to Justin. I'll make sure to leave a link to his Tier 2 show. It's a pretty good show. I recommend it.
And shout out to my boy Joey, who might be the co-host for our future podcast Sideline. So we're going to get to work on that soon.
All right. And yeah, so this has been the PopDrop Podcast, Episode 1. My name's Colin Horton, otherwise known as Jaxby, hosting today's episode alongside with...
My name is Michael Cohen, and I am the other host of PopDrop, and I love pizza and this hat and the microphone. Thank you again. Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.